Yes, you're welcome to my channel. It's your boy Jacob right here. I spent like I think 8 months without posting any video, but I want to answer this one question people always ask about administrative process. Is what do you do if your case is put in administrative process? Yeah, administrative process is a very hard time for anyone. It's harder than being in an immigration process waiting for your visa, because when you are waiting for your visa you have hope, but when you are in the administrative process it's almost like you have no hope, because everything is out of your hands. You cannot do anything. Everything depends on the visa officers and the embassy. So it's not a very nice thing for your case to go in administrative process, because you are completely powerless and everything is in the hands of the embassy and the visa officers. So what I can do to tell people who are in administrative process, people who are given the yellow papers, the pink papers, the supplemental forms, the DS 5535, is once you are given that form, if you are given one of those papers and you don't get your visa issued immediately, first thing you have to do is to stay calm. Stay calm. As a person who has been in administrative process and I've gone through that frustration, I'm in the best position to encourage someone who is in the AP. And all I can tell you is stay calm. It's not yet over yet. The battle has just started, but you need to be a little bit patient, because it's a halt on some of your dreams. When you see some of your friends leaving and they are still struggling in the administrative process, it's a very hard time. And as a person who has been through, I know it's not very simple, but stay calm. And first thing you need to do before you leave the embassy is ask, why have you been put in the administrative process? Sometimes, especially people given the supplemental forms, they will not tell you anything apart from waiting. But there are issues like there's a mistake on your birth certificate. I ask them the reason for your AP. Some people, there's a mistake on a birth certificate. Some people, it's unemployment letter missing. I've seen some people when it's a visa screen missing. Then some people have problems with documents with the marriage papers. Small things rotating about that field. Others have problems with names. If your names are tallying with some criminal, something like that, they need to investigate. There's a lot to do with everything, something missing. But there are those cases which are a little bit easier, like marriage papers, like visa screen papers, which can easily be corrected and you send back and they issue visas. But cases to do with handing you a supplemental form, that one sometimes takes some time. But all I can tell you is try to stay calm. First thing, find out the reason why you've been put in the AP. So once you find out the reason, when you come back, work on that thing immediately and send back. And send back immediately, and they start working on your case. But those with supplemental forms, when they have not told you anything, they have just told you to wait, fill the supplemental form. Sometimes it takes quite a long time, because for my case, when I went to do administrative process, they never told me anything. They told me to fill a supplemental form, and then because one question I asked is how long it will take, they told me a minimum of 3 months, and I was really frustrated. You know, it's a very frustrating time. It's not something I would wish anyone to go through. because it's very hard, demoralizing. You know, people have spent quite a very long time. By the time you get your visa date, date to go for your interview, people have spent 2 years, 3 years. You've injected all this money, you've prayed, you've collected all the documents. Some people have done English. A lot has. You've gone through the physical exams, and then at the end of the day, they put you in administrative process, because in most cases, by the time they tell you that, you don't know even what AP means. So you go and research, but it's not a very good feeling. But all I can say, stay calm, work on your documents. If you have a DS 5535, a supplemental form, go and fill everything, put the social media handles, put your education history. They usually ask for also employment history. Fill it very fast and send it, then wait. Another thing I can tell you is try to always ask for your status, ask for the status of your case. Some people, the problem they do is, once you get in, you spend like months without asking anything. Try to always send them a message after every 2 weeks asking, what's the status of my case? They'll always answer, or wait or something, but don't just keep quiet. Always keep asking, what's going on with my case, where are we? When you're in AP, there's always a visa officer who is allocated to your case and is taking care of your case. So always ask for feedback at least every 2 weeks. You always prompt this person to work on your case. So it's one of those techniques which has worked for very many people. Don't just keep quiet after you've submitted your documents, and after 3 months or after 2 months they are not doing anything. Always ask, inquire every 2 weeks. That's a technique which has worked for quite many people. And another thing, if you see your case, this is one thing I've evidence. If you see your case, there's nothing being done on it for around a month or 2, just know no one is checking on your case. But a positive sign which shows that your case is being worked on, if you see that it's being updated, when you check your SIAC status or something, you see that your case is being updated, the dates are changing. That's a positive sign that they are looking out on your case, they are working on it. But when a case is just started there, the dates are like 1 month or 2 months ever since they worked or they checked on your case, that's not a good sign. Keep inquiring, what's happening with my case. But when you see your case, they are updating it every day, every 2 days, just know they are working on your case. Just keep calm. Anytime they'll call you to go and pick your passport, something like that. For those whom they told to send back their passports, you present them. So when your case being updated all the time, you see dates changing, that is a very, very positive sign that your case is being worked on. But all I can say, stay calm. And lastly, pray. That's very, very important. Pray to your God, whoever your God is. Try to pray, because AP is not simple. Those days people would stay like 3 months, but I've seen people staying in administrative process up to 18 months. Yes, up to 18 months. It's very, very sad. Very, very sad. I've seen people nowadays, especially in my place here in Nairobi, people are going to 18 months in AP. Yeah, so you almost shut off your dreams for some time. Continue with your daily work. But the positive thing is, almost all people who are in administrative process, later their visas are issued, especially those who filled the supplemental form. Everything was good, there was no problem with your case, but it was just halted. Just stay calm, your case will be issued anytime. I've seen people who have spent a year and their cases are issued. I've seen people who have spent 18 months in administrative process and their cases have been issued, their visas have been worked on. So stay calm, pray to your God. Your visa one day will be issued. Thank you very much for listening and taking my advice. I hope it will help you as a person who has been there I know everything is possible.